Bros Productions is proud to present Kansas City Jets High School Travel Hockey. Kansas City Jets Hockey is brought to you by Bicklemeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Gladstone Automotive Group, Goodwin Homeworks, Jeremy Franklin Automotive, the Kansas City Ice Center, Kansas Financial Resources, KC Ice, Minding the Gap, Myers Brothers, Packer Fastener, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Got to check just to make sure we didn't quite get to afternoon. It's 11:52
in the morning, yeah.
But it is good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to the IBP Ice Center here in Sioux City, Iowa. Joel Decker and Gary Scavone. Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets taking on the Sioux City Metros this weekend. This is the finale, game 4 out of 4, and the Jets have a grand total of 1 goal so far this weekend, hoping to improve on that here in the varsity contest, although they're going to be facing for a second straight day a very fine goaltender in Cameron Patrick on the Metros side. Zach Pedersen in net for the Jets, and so obviously the Jets need to do something here.
You know, I need to put the puck in the net. That's what we need to do.
We do. Sorry about the camera jumping off for just a second.
Yeah. Oh, here it's coming. You got that national anthem in your computer somewhere?
Oh yeah,
I'm still looking for a music guy, so you might have to have the national anthem ready to go.
Okay, I'll make sure that we're all set just in case.
I think I'm gonna send an email out to the kids and see if they know anybody from their school that would like to sing on Saturday nights.
That would be nice.
You know?
Or we can maybe get Christy to do it again.
Yeah, she didn't do it last year.
She did it once, I think.
Maybe once, yeah.
Yeah, I think she did it once.
I don't know what her schedule's like, you know?
Just underway here in the first period of play. Loba had it knocked away as he crossed over the line. Dolman with the puck for the Metros. Jets in the road blues, Metros in their home whites with green. Puck back of the Jets net. They play it right out in front, and a shot goes wide. Has a pretty good look there for the Metros and Jack Strasper. Kept into the line by Grant. And Ibis with the puck will work out to center ice. He'll hit the red line, dump it in. It was actually on goal, and Patrick made the save. That one took a funny hop, and he is able to cover up on it. So Jets JV team certainly played a lot better on the Sunday morning game. We'll see if the varsity team can do the same.
Yeah, I mean, the varsity team yesterday outshot Sioux City. Patrick, I mean, you gotta work hard to get the ball past Patrick, and the puck past Patrick, I should say.
Yeah.
And we weren't able to do that. That's the only thing. You know, we had some good scoring opportunities, a couple of fast one-on-ones that he controlled and stopped our shots. So we'll see what happens this today.
Puck goes into the Metro bench, and so we'll get a face-off. I think that should be. They're pointing to outside. That puck was in the zone, and it was knocked out by the Metros. I don't know why this wouldn't have gone back into the Metros end.
You don't know why?
No, I don't know why they're doing half the stuff they're doing.
You remember what rink we're in?
So off the neutralized face-offs.
Not saying nothing. I'm just saying.
Back in the net, Sabanos. It plays off the end boards and all the way down into the Jets' end. Back for it is Makowitz.
What I don't get is this, the Belcher guy, I think, named one. Looks like he's one that really knows what he's doing, and he just reffed the JV game. I don't know why he's not doing the varsity game, you know, but oh well. Maybe
didn't he do it yesterday?
Nope. He was a linesman yesterday, too. He's the only one that called offsides all day.
So, I don't know.
The guy in the beard, and I don't know if he ever blew his whistle.
You'd have to ask the guy who schedules.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Maybe he just did better than I thought.
Could be. Brody Lee trying to chase after this puck. Sylvanos plays it around on the near side, knocked down. And Curtis was able to stop it for a moment, but now back the other direction. Working into the zone. Sabanos had that go off his stick, and the Metros, and now the Jets work it out to center ice. Dirk Schneider there with it.
That's Sabanos with the lead, big kid, boy.
Yes, he is. They've got a few of them here on the Metros. Trying to walk in front. Dolman, he played it right through the crease.
Play by Kaufman. They're going to call interference from back here.
There is a
Are
penalty.
you kidding me?
It's a delayed penalty coming up on the Jets.
He's going to call Kaufman interference. I guarantee it.
And finally the Jets
do
tag up.
7 penalties, there are 9.
We had 1.
Yeah, they don't count.
So interference,
7 penalties, there are none since the first one.
Since the first one, yeah. 7 in a row. So Dane Kaufman's going off for interference. Like you said, it was called by the back official. There's a 4-man system, 2 refs and 2 linesmen. So early on in this one, we're less than 3 minutes into the first period, and the Jets are killing a penalty. Although, as we've talked about before, like I said, sometimes it helps you get your work boots on when you have an early penalty kill. And the Jets do clear it out of the zone. Iba's trying to track this one down. Dirk Schneider did a good job of using his body to keep him at bay.
Right.
And trying to work ahead, and through the middle is Hedquist. He gets into the zone, sends it for Graham. In the middle, Dolman, a shot. A save by Patterson.
Yeah,
boy, the reaction was
by the fans was and even the horn went off.
It went off his glove, and that's why I was hesitant, because I thought he had it, but
we're not
everybody reacted.
We're not faulting the horn guy. He reacted to the crowd.
Was waiting for the goal light to go on,
Yeah, no light. A good save.
There is none here.
Right.
So in the meantime, minute 5 left to go in the man advantage. So Pedersen able to pull one out there. Graham with the puck on right wing. He plays it toward the middle. It goes off the sideboards and then sent down the ice.
It did go off his glove, but I think it hit the pipe and went across.
Or something. It went right across the middle.
Yeah, and he was
but
able
it never
to,
crossed. And then
he jumped on it, but they shot it and it just kept going, staying out. So good.
The reaction was to the puck going behind him, not in the net.
Right, exactly.
So here, Graham sent it on left wing and trying to carry it in. Dirk Schneider pulls up on the half boards. Back out to Hedquist at the point. Winds up a shot. Glove save by Pedersen, and he will hang on. That time he secured it. In the net with 25 seconds left to go in the man advantage for the Metros, excuse me.
Jets man advantage. I don't know if you're going to say that today.
Come on. It's got to happen at least once. Of course, you could have said that about goals scored.
Whatever you think, Joe.
15 seconds left to go. Shot and a blocker save by Pedersen. Back to Hedquist at the left point. Again, he'll send it across, this time Graham. He walks in. His shot, that went off of Ignatiev and went up over the glass and out of play into the netting. We will get a face-off. 4 seconds till Dane Kaufman comes out of the box after his interference minor.
Which I think was borderline from my view. And I pretty much had the same angle as him. He did put a body on him, but I don't think it was interference.
Hope from the point tried to take a shot. Puck comes loose. Kaufman out of the box was able to knock it out to center ice away from Penny. Back forward is Hope. He knocked it out of midair. Did Dane Kaufman into the corner. And a centering pass. That one just a little bit out of the reach of Lemke. Now trying to work back in the other way. Makowitz picks up the loose puck. Back is net. He'll work up the sideboards. Now works toward the middle of the ice. And a left wing pass for Lobaugh, who dumps it in. 11.5 minutes to go, first period. Still scoreless. Metros 0 for 1 on the power play. Brody Lee in the corner. Now it comes over, and Eklund.
They gave us a shot. I don't remember when we had it.
I think we had an early one.
Yeah, he must have. Gave us one.
Here's Eklund again. He fans as he tried to shoot it, then comes out to center and is dumped back in by Ignatiev. Jets looking to change, at least some of them are. And it's played off the sideboards off of Shirkus out to center ice. And Arnold, and that one came out to center ice, and they did blow it dead for offsides. As Trosper tried to leap his way in. And he did leap his way in, but when he touched the puck, he was still not quite in the zone. Right. So 11 minutes exactly shown on the clock here in the first period. Shots 2-1 according to the scoreboard in favor of the Metros. Neutral ice face-off. Ibis picks pocket of Dirk Schneider. Goes into the corner. Dirk Schneider rings around. Went off a leg, came out in front. Bloom couldn't get to it, though, before Hedquist knocked it away. And now back the other way. Dolman in the middle, and this play again offsides.
That should be a penalty.
Yeah, another shot. That one was a lot closer than the first one.
I know, but come on now. Yeah, that was a lot closer.
Yeah, the one yesterday, there's a couple things about that one. First of all, that one was much more clear. Yeah. Second of all, they shouldn't have put the guy in the box, allowed a team to call a timeout, and then took him out of the box. Right, that was just weird.
Yeah.
So now off the face-off, here's Ibis with the puck. With speed through center, he was checked. Puck comes loose and picked up by the Metros. And it comes out to center ice. Hedquist had that go off of his stick. It goes back into the Metros end. Sobanos off a Hedquist stick again. And it's picked up by Lobo, who sends it back. And a long stretch pass. And into the zone. Ibis a long shot and a blocker save by Patrick. And it goes into the corner, and Sobanos will play it into the zone. And this play comes out, knocked back in off sides. We'll get another whistle. 10:05 to go, first period. Scoreless game. Been saying that a lot this weekend.
Yeah.
Whitrock line comes out for Kansas City. Between Deaver and Krugel.
The Jets still looking for their first
which is a little different from yesterday.
Team goal of the season.
So the lines have adjusted a little bit since yesterday.
No, he's got the same lines.
I thought Krugel wasn't on this line yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, Kaufman's on with Brody Lee and Lemke.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah, that's today too.
Right.
Krugel's with Whitrock and Deaver.
Okay. It's the line they had last year as well.
Yeah, pretty much.
So this one is an icing call. I don't know why it took them so long to blow it dead, but it did.
That I'm not sure.
Shots even at 2 apiece. 9:29 to go, first period, scoreless game. And you got the Kaufman line out now for the Jets. Makowitz plays it off the far boards. Jets trying to work it out. Can't on the first try, but then on the second one they do, as Brody Lee played it in the middle for Lemke. He'll work in on right wing. Bennett Lemke on his backhand tried to work toward the middle. He was checked. 2 players go down and behind the net. Now comes loose. Lee comes after for it in the near corner. He's checked. 4 players over there now, 5. Puck scoots up the near side boards, and Ignatchev does a good job to keep that in at the point. Comes all the way around to the far side. Penny over there plays it up the far boards. That was kept in by Makowitz. Back of the net, Lee. Brody Lee centers one in front. Kaufman a shot. Rebound. Another shot from Lemke. And a save by Patrick on another one as well from Kaufman. They had about 4 opportunities there.
Yeah.
And Patrick managed to keep the puck out. Well, you got to at least give him credit for setting up some great. I mean, from the whole weekend, that was probably the first time I saw 2 or 3 slot opportunities.
And that was all set up by not just keeping the puck in the zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bad only keeping it in the zone.
I mean, a good effort all the way around. Brody Lee made a good effort to go into the corner to get it.
Right.
And then behind the net, off the face-off, Hedquist trying to work in for the Metros on right wing. Comes right through the middle. Ibis comes over and intercepts with the numbers the other way, 3-on-2. Trying to work into the zone. They called that offsides, and that was not offsides. I'm sorry. That was a linesman who was behind the play. Unfortunately, I mean, they had already lost it, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
Right.
But, I mean, I was standing. I mean, that just happens to be right where we are.
Right, yeah.
I could look. I mean, we could watch the replay and see it, but they called Cole Eklund for being there, but I guarantee you the puck went across before his back foot went.
Yeah.
So, anyway, off the face-off, Eklund, Loba, and Ibis on this line. Makowitz in his own zone. Oh, he overskated. Hedquist over there. Played it in front. Shot Dolman and a save by Pedersen.
I think that went off Notch's leg.
Did it end up going out of play?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So either way, it's still a face-off inside the Jets' end. But the linesman called that earlier offsides from the red line.
Yeah.
No, what you get in a four-man system, that really shouldn't ever happen.
That's going to be an icing.
Yeah, all the way down the ice.
They didn't. They waved it off.
They decided to wave it off.
Wow. Okay.
So play goes on. Here's Deaver with it. You know, the thing is all the kids were anticipating icing as well, so everybody kind of stopped skating.
Yeah.
In the middle, here's Lobaugh. He'll work in. Off the sideboards, knocked down and cleared by the Metros. Ibis is going to chase this down.
Why is that not icing?
Well, actually, Ibis chased that down and got to it before it crossed the line.
Borderline.
Deaver with it in his own zone. He'll pull up back of the net. Went one way, now tries the far side, plays it off the sideboards, does come out to center ice. Dirk Schneider got there first. Off the near boards for Dolman. Now here's Lobaugh. Metros are changing, so are the Jets, as he'll dump it in. Out of the net, Patrick left it back of the net. Comes around near side. Deck couldn't stop the puck, and it comes back to Bloom. Bo Bloom in the middle for Deaver, who skates in now on his backhand on right wing, I should say. Puck is loose, and the Metros back out to center. Deck tried to get into the middle for Shurkus. Now Deck and Shurkus into the zone. It's loosed up in the corner, now back out to the point. Penny with it, long shot, glove saved by Pettersson, and he will hang on. Shots now 4-3 in favor of the Jets. At least according to the scoreboard anyway.
Pretty close. I think we had a couple more shots on Patrick that they didn't count.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, they just hurting your own. You're hurting your own goalie in that situation.
Off the face-off, Deaver. He'll play it ahead. Krugel carries on in on right wing. He plays it back to the point. Long shot right on, and a save by Patrick. On the wrister from the point by Aiden Goodwin.
Aiden Goodwin's done a nice job after being moved back to defense this year. He should have been a defenseman his whole life, but he doesn't, you know.
It's interesting how that sometimes works.
Yep.
Off the face-off. Metros working into the zone, and with a step with speed in on goal. Backhand shot, missed the net. As that one went all the way through.
Arnold and Elam both got burnt.
Yeah. Well, I got to say, for a big guy, that was a lot of speed.
Yeah.
And from in front, backhand shot, and they score. Noah Graham snuck in front. Nobody picked him up. And the Metros strike first, just like in the last game.
Yeah,
and they
last
lead it.
game was the second period, though.
So
Freckles.
We'll take a look here, as that was the breakaway opportunity, but then the puck goes into the corner, and they all fight for it, but you'll see that one of the Metro players just sort of squirts out.
Arnold right here.
And he just walked in front and scored.
Yeah, Pettersson got screened by Arnold. He just didn't even see. He never seen the puck.
Yeah. Back to live action, and that play goes up over the glass out of play. So 1-0 our score, with a little under 6 minutes left to go here in this first period of play. Jets have had their chances, just like yesterday. Wouldn't score yesterday. Long shot, save, rebound, and Patrick does cover up on that rebound with Hoffman right there. And as we were talking about before, you know, it was a long wrister from the point from Goodwin, but really for us, you know, you got to go to those tough areas of the ice in front of the net. For a game like this, you're going to probably end up scoring more on garbage than you are on, like, you know, snipes.
If he gives us garbage, he's doing a great job.
Yeah, but I was going to say, but there was one there. Trying to work in front, a shot by Fitch right on, save by Pettersson, and he hangs on. As Carson Fitch had a pretty good opportunity there for the Metros, and he usually tends to bury those.
Yeah.
So good job by Zach Pettersson to keep in front of it. But yeah, no, but I mean, he did. He allowed there was a rebound there he covered it eventually. So, as well as Cameron Patrick is playing, he's not, unbeatable.
Oh, no. Absolutely. I mean, we scored several goals.
But a lot of times you have to outwork them in order to do that.
I mean, last year, every game was close like this, but we scored.
Right. Puck comes out to center ice, dump back in. Metros tag up. Jets perk out to center ice. And here is Ibis with speed. Left it for Loba. Loba tried to go back to Ibis. That was picked off, though, by Netley. Puck toward the sideboards. Metros take over, and they work back the other way, 3-on-2. Hedquist works into the zone, now 3-on-3. Fitch with it, long shot. And a glove save by Pettersson on a shot that was going wide. And we will get a face-off with just under 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Jets trailing 1-0 on a goal by Noah Graham. About a minute ago. Whitrock line out for the Jets. Makowitz off the draw, back of his net. Plays it up on right wing. Krugel had a hard time catching the pass, and now he has his pocket picked and back the other way, trying to work into the zone. A shot. Oh, got a lot on that one, did Hunter Ector, but went wide of the goal off the end boards. Now comes out. Blocker save on that shot by Trosper. And the Jets clear the zone, and it's Deaver with it. He'll work in straight away. Deaver a shot.
We called offsides again.
Yeah, and I don't know from what. There literally was no one offsides. I almost want to just start replaying this just to show. That wasn't even close.
Not even close.
I really just don't get it.
No way.
I don't know what he might have thought he even saw. Because, I mean, again, the two forwards that were up there clearly were standing on the line, straddling it, waiting for Deaver to go in. So I don't know what he even thought he saw. In the meantime, Graham with the puck for the Metros. Plays it across for Dirk Schneider. Now it's picked off, and Lee played it in the middle. Taken there from Elam. Elam, one hand on the stick. Trosper ran him into the boards. Now Lee tried to center it again. It comes loose. And Lemke couldn't get a stick on it. Just knocked out of harm's way by the Metros defense.
If we can get one, Joe, I think it's going to open, not the floodgates, but it's going to open the gate. We just can't get that one. Now what's he calling?
This is delayed offsides. That one he actually did get right, although he didn't really need to blow it dead when he did. The Jets were clear in the zone, and Dane went into the zone before we were clear.
Right.
So he, kept the delayed offsides on it. He probably anticipated there was going to be a play on the puck, so he blew it dead. But at least he got the call right anyway. Shot 7-6, 3.5 minutes left to go in the first period. Right wing pass Lee. He will gain the zone, but he's checked. Metros take over. They'll play it back in the middle, and Bloom will go for a skate in his own end. Looking to work it up ice, sends it rink wide into the zone. This is Lee, has Kaufman in front, shot, and a save by Patrick. Rebound goes all the way out to center ice. Lemke left it for Goodwin, and Goodwin plays it all the way back into his own zone in the corner, and now out to center ice. Hope there. Hope and Hedquist miscommunicate, but nobody around for the Jets, and now Hedquist on right wing will play it into the zone. Trosper fell down, tried to play it in front anyway, but Kaufman intercepted. He'll work up right wing. Now it's carried on into the zone just for a moment by Eklund, but he lost it. Now Kaufman late on a shift, dumps it in. He went off the glove of Patrick. Luckily for the Metros, it was over the level of the net.
Yeah.
Because it went right behind him off the end boards. Down to 2.5 minutes left to go first period. Bloom with the puck. In the middle, it's taken by Ibis. He pulls up. Ibis still with it. Tried to leave it for Eklund. Shot goes wide. Rebound out to the point. And a shot wide of the net by Goodwin. Kept in by Bloom. He just plays it down low. And now the puck near the line. It's poked ahead. And with a step trying to work in on goal, Ector. And a good job getting back that time by Loba to break that play up. He did play it right through the middle, but never really a shot on goal. Dangerous play at the line, and then boy, Ibis getting hooked a bit. They let that go in the middle. Trosper a shot right on, and a save by Pettersson. with a minute 48 left to go, first period. Face-off coming to the left of Zach Pedersen. Shots 8-7 for the Jets right now. Makowitz plays it up the board. Sobanos a shot that hit a leg, and back out to center ice here is Krugel. He's got Deaver ahead of him. Knocked down. As you said, a bit of a high hit up near his head level. Played on goal, and Patrick will cover up. Kind of just shoved down at, basically.
It was a good, obviously, it was a good hit. I thought it was high, but obviously the Fishers thought it was below the head, so it was okay.
So minute 31 left to go here in the first period. Face off to the left of Cameron Patrick. Whitrock line out there with Krugel and Deaver. Comes to Dirk Schneider, who rings it around on the far side. Is going to come all the way out to Hedquist on the right wing boards. Ian Makowitz, and Makowitz a good hit along the near side boards. Puck still in the corner though, and it comes loose up toward the point, and Deaver takes over. He'll play it in the middle, looking for Krugel on right wing. Thompson will backhand it in. The Jets changing behind the play. In the meantime, it's picked up, and Sobanos plays it all the way down the ice. There's going to be no icing because
it went off Makowitz's hand.
I was going to say it hit a player on the way through, and the Jets take over. And Kaufman up ahead. He was looking for Deaver, didn't expect the pass, which was behind him anyway. And now Ignatiev will play it ahead, delayed offsides. Not sure why they didn't blow that dead, because it actually did hit Deaver while he was offside. And Deaver runs a pretty good hit on the Metro player down in the zone. We're down to half a minute to go. And they wave this off. Elam back of the net. Comes up to Lemke. Played it toward the point. Couldn't get it past Dirk Schneider. Now it comes loose for Dolman in front. A shot and a save by Pedersen. All that set up because they decided to wave off an icing. They really could have called that icing. But did not. Shots 9-8 for the Jets. 14 seconds to go in the period. Hector and Kaufman on the draw. Dane wins it, and Elam plays it around for Brody Lee on right wing. He will work ahead 3-on-3. Tried to pass it in the middle for Lemke. Now he carries on with it in the middle for Kaufman. A shot right on, saved by Patrick. Rebound, and that shot hit traffic before it got through. Kaufman comes together with Penny in the corner as the buzzer sounds, and they'll separate. And the teams will head to the locker room with the Sioux City Metros getting the only goal. Sorry, have that backwards up there. 1-0 our score after one period of play.
Yeah, good period. Unfortunately, I think Zach was screened on that backhand shot, so there's not much you can do about that.
Shots 9-8 after one period in favor of the Jets. They'll get 15 minutes to talk it over.
The big thing is, Joe, we've gone 4 periods without a goal.
We have. We'll see if they can change that over the course of the next couple periods. We'll take a break, come back with the first period intermission right after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey here on the Jets Hockey Network.
Woo-hoo! Jeremy Franklin here from Jeremy Franklin Automotive. This week, everyone's talking about my sale. Why? Down payments are just $2. Woo-hoo! Trade-ins, I'll pay up to $4,950 over appraised value, even if you owe too much. Woo-hoo! Why am I doing this? Because it's summer, I'm excited about life, and you should be too. Woo-hoo! Now let's all say it together. Woo-hoo! It's my most outrageous sale ever, but only for a limited time. Call today, come in today, whatever you do, don't delay, because today's the day. Woo-hoo! Is your credit PU? You'll scream woo-hoo when we approve you. My one and only for the people credit approval process is the real deal. Woo-hoo! So get a nicer, newer car for just $2 down. And bring in your old clunker and get up to $4,950 more than what it's worth. Woo-hoo! This month only for the first 71 customers. I'm Jeremy Franklin. Come see us at Jeremy Franklin Automotive, South Kansas City. Call 816-523-6900 or jeremyfranklin.com. jeremyfranklin.com, where you'll always be another satisfied customer.
Call 816-595-9000 for terms and conditions. How you doing? Richie the Iceman Zamboni here for Kansas City Ice Center. You know, my mother always told me, Iceman, there are 3 things every kid should know. How to ride a bike, how to make mac and cheese and not interrupt my soap opera, and how to ice skate. Well, the Iceman can't help you with your culinary difficulties with your children, but Kansas City Ice Center can sure get you going with those ice skating lessons. Send your kids to Kansas City Ice Center and they'll be skating like they grew up in Alaska in no time. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 is setting up group lessons now for kids of all ages. And when kids are skating, they ain't getting into no trouble. They're having a good time and they're making new friends. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 and online at kcicecenter.com. Put your kids on ice at Kansas City Ice Center. It's cool.
I've been in a lot of locker rooms over the years, and you want to know who has the biggest nuts in town? Packer Fastener. I'm talking nuts, bolts, screws, everything commercial contractors and fabricators need, Packer Fastener has it. With the fastest growing threaded fastener inventory in the Kansas City area and more. Tools, safety supplies, abrasives, you name it. Plus, they ship anywhere in the U.S. with hella speed and accuracy. So don't get caught with your pants down. Get the job supplies you need when you need them. Shop PackerFastener.com. This Jets webcast is brought to you in part by Bicklemeyer Meats, Edward Jones Investments, Gladstone Automotive Group, Goodwin Homeworks, KC Ice, Kansas Financial Resources, Myers Brothers, and Minding the Gap. Each week in public schools, Minding the Gap volunteers mentor children, host a Bible club, and encourage teachers so that children become better readers today and discover hope for tomorrow. Thanks to all the sponsors and supporters of Kansas City Jets hockey.
Welcome back out to the IBP Ice Center here in Sioux City. Joel Becker and Gary Scavone. Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and the Sioux City Metros, with the Metros on top 1-0 here after 1 period of play. It's only the 1 goal that took place in that first period. We'll take a quick look at it. I think this is it. So there was originally, actually, while we're doing this, since I have the time to do it here in the middle, I can zoom in a little bit on this. So the original one was a breakaway opportunity. As you can see, a couple of Jets got beat here. And walking in front with the puck was Ector. And then let's see here. We'll zoom in a little bit, see what we can do. There we go. Take a little bit better of a look here as he goes forehand, backhand, and he actually put that wide. It's kind of hard to see the puck with the zoom, but he lifted it up, trying to go over the glove, but put it in wide. And so now if we'll move over into the corner, he has it briefly in the corner, but doesn't really have control. The other guy over there is Noah Graham for the Metros. And as you can see, he takes a hit. There's 3 Jets and only 2 Metros. But what you're going to see here in just a second is Graham, that number 4 who got hit by Elam from the Jets, will just sort of sneak away. So the puck comes out back towards Sobanos at the point, and as you can see, that when everything breaks up, Graham just walks in front, gets a good pass from Sobanos. So there he is accepting it, and the backhand shot. And as Skibbs was talking about earlier, I don't know, now that I'm looking at it, I don't think that the goaltender Pedersen was screened on it. Well, he might have been, but if you look, so see where the puck is right there? It comes off his stick, and I think it actually goes through the legs of Arnold. And so it is very possible that Pedersen didn't see it until it got through Arnold's legs, and so it beat him on the far side. In retrospect, hindsight being 20/20. Once he comes off, it might have been better if Pedersen had come off the near post a little bit, because he left a lot of that far side open, but unfortunately that did not happen. And so that was the one goal we had in the period. Makes our score 1-0. We're going to go to another Heartland memory from David Lewis. I guess we're going to be consistent. We can do another tale of unrequited love from the late Right Reverend. This, the first one was called Unrequited. This one was called 16 Sucked, which, if you believe the story, it certainly did for him. So second period coming up in just a few minutes after this story from David Lewis here on Radio for Ground, or on our first period intermission. 1-0 the score. Metro's on top. Hopefully the Jets can find the back of the net at some point in this one. Back with the second period coming up after this.
Hello again. I'm David R. Lewis. Welcome to Heartland Memories on Theater of the Mind. This memory takes us all the way back to my teens and misadventures in dating. Her name was Debbie Holloway, the younger sister of one of my high school pals. She was a goofy 14-year-old, I a suave 16-year-old. I'd never looked at her twice until she and her brother returned from a year-long visit with their grandparents in sunny California. When she arrived at school that fall, Debbie had grown up. The goofy 14-year-old had become a sultry, exciting woman. I homed in, and not with the typical $5, a buck each for a movie, a buck each for food, and a buck for gas date. For the rendezvous with Debbie, now called Deborah, I went all out. I made dinner reservations for steak, followed by a jazz concert in a city not too far away. It was a $20 evening, some big money for a small-town hopeful in 1963. I picked the lady up at her parents' farm, and she was lovely. I escorted her to my grandfather's '57 Plymouth, and we were off, she sitting way over there on her side of the front seat, but the night was young and hope springs eternal. Before heading to the city, I had one stop to make. The next day was Sunday, and I needed to drop by my church and open up some massive roll-up connecting doors. We went into the darkened building. I turned on minimal lights and started off through the dim, creaky structure. Deborah, lovely in pale blue chiffon and white heels, claimed the joint was too spooky. She clutched my arm tenderly and asked to go with me. Swollen with manly pride and testosterone, I slipped my arm around her waist. She snuggled appropriately, and off we went. The short route to our destination was to actually go through the baptistry, a 600-gallon tank with steps leading down into both ends and a large mural on the back wall of what we were told was the River Jordan, complete with rapids. The shadows were thick as we started down the steps on our way through the tank. Accidentally, I managed to hook her foot, and we fell the 3 feet to the bottom of the baptistry. It should have been empty. It was, however, full. Baptists practice total immersion. To the best of my knowledge, I believe that Deborah did not speak to me for a full year. Then there was Marcia Pasley. Marcia was a rowdy redhead, also 16, whose family had moved to our small community that fall. She was a strapping lass of startling endowment, with bright blue eyes and a bawdy laugh that captured my complete attention. I was spun. I pursued, I cajoled, I persisted. I may have even begged. I acquired a date with the magnificent Marcia for homecoming. Full formals were in order, and she was outstanding, even wearing an ankle bracelet. Woof! She gushed hello, planted herself firmly next to me in the front seat, said she didn't have to be home until 2 a.m., and whatever were we going to do for the 3 hours after the dance? Visions of sugar plums were cavorting behind my fevered eyelids, and Marcia was munching on my earlobe as I pulled into the school parking lot. Aware of Marcia and little else, I didn't notice the black-painted concrete blocks a disgruntled freshman had placed in some of the dark parking spaces. When I hit the obstruction, Marcia was just leaning over to adjust her ankle bracelet. She broke her nose on the dashboard. White poofy gowns and bleeding broken noses are not a good combination. She stopped speaking to me, too. Rejecting a life of celibacy, I decided my hometown was not the place to continue my search for victims and went looking for companionship in a small city a few miles away. A friend's girlfriend gave me a number to call that belonged to a young lovely named Twyla Hefner. We conversed at length via landline, and 2 nights later I collected her at home. Twyla's parents were nice. She was wonderful, petite, pretty, long black hair, fast brown eyes, and an off-center grin from full lips. We giggled our way through the comedy at the Rialto Theater, chatted and laughed all through dinner at Steak and Shake as we fed each other fries, bumped shoulders and thighs, and raised our collective body temperature by several degrees. At around 10 p.m., we returned to her house and planted ourselves on the basement playroom couch. A few moments later, her mother shouted down for us to have fun. She and Twyla's dad were going to bed. I was in heaven. This young woman was bright, funny, cute, lovely, and aggressive. So far, I had done her no physical or emotional damage, and she seemed to think highly of me. What could possibly be better? Unfulfilled, but full of expectation, we parted panting at her front door an hour later. As I floated toward the Plymouth, a large figure loomed in front of me, grasped my shoulders, and slammed me across the hood of the car. It then stood me upright, shook me, and informed me it was Twyla's brother. Resenting his attempts at intimidation and being a big husky, I swung on him and landed a shot to his forehead that nearly broke my hand and didn't even make him blink. Telling me in vivid detail what he would do to me if I ever touched his sister again, he slowly folded me up like a taco and deposited me in the front seat of my car. By the time he returned to college and out of our way, Twyla's father was transferred and her family moved. I never saw her again. So went my 16th year, disaster after disaster. The following summer, 10 days after my 17th birthday, I went off for 2 weeks of music camp at a college about 50 miles from my hometown. One of the counselors there was a 19-year-old university sophomore named Mary Sue Hack. She was a tall, willowy blonde of outstanding appearance, generous attitude, and amazing endurance, who pounced on yours truly like a duck on a June bug, beginning an educational experience that lasted until I went off to college. 16 sucked. However, to quote Francis, when I was 17, it was a very good year. At least, that's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. I'm glad you could join me for a Heartland memory on Theater of the Mind.
Welcome back out to the IBP Ice Center here in Sioux City, Iowa. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona. Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets trailing the Metros 1-0 after one period of play, despite having outshot Sioux City 9-8 in the first 17 minutes of play here on the opening weekend of the Midwest High School Hockey League season. Waiting for the teams and also the officials to make their way back out onto the ice for the second period of play, which should happen shortly. There's still 20 seconds left to go on the clock in between periods. They put a whole 15 minutes up here in Sioux City and then stick to it. So generally they don't get started early, and sometimes they get started a little bit late. So there's that buzzer, meaning that the kids should be on any minute from now. Jets having a hard time finding the back of the net, at least this weekend anyway. They had some good, I mean, you never know with, shots can sometimes be an indication of what sort of offense you're producing. But I would say that the 9 shots that the Jets got in that first period represented better scoring opportunities than they had yesterday in general, as a whole, taken as a whole. So that on the one hand is the good thing. Officials on the ice waiting for the kids to get out there. But obviously, one of the things that the Jets need to do is solve Cameron Patrick, who has played well, but at the same time, like I said, is as much as we've had some decent scoring opportunities on him, we need more and more of the kind of opportunities that eventually hopefully lead to goals, garbage and things like that, where you get traffic in front, maybe take his eyes away. So at any rate,
they took a tying goal away.
So it's
clearly on film. You can see it.
We even had a picture of it on our next face-off. Yeah, we put it on the newsletter. We're talking about a long time ago game when
Tom Tilley.
Yeah, when we scored with, I think it was like 0.2 or 0.4, whatever it was, and since it was here and we had the video of it, we actually found the replay, got a screenshot of the puck in the net with the clock still showing
0.2 or what it was.
Yeah, and put it on the front page of the face-off.
Got waved off.
Yep. Back in the days before replay, which are still the days in the Midwest League.
So we're locked off again, huh?
That happens. It's that the cable every once in a while will when the cameraman moves it around will
there you go,
jump it, and so.
All right, well, we're back.
Yeah. So anyway, teams are back on the ice. If you'd gotten here a little earlier, I would have been able to show you that one goal they did score. You were asking whether or not
Arnold screened him. I thought he got screened.
If Pettersson had been screened on the plate, he might have been. What ended up happening was it actually went through Arnold's legs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so Pettersson may not have seen it till it actually went through his legs. So because Arnold was not in front of him, he was to his side, but he had kind of stuck his legs out and went through his legs.
Okay.
So at any rate, only the one goal scored in the game so far, 1-0, as we're just underway here in the second period of play. Puck in the Jets' end as the Metros try to play it and goes to the side of the net, and Pettersson will cover up. So
Jets are still looking for their first goal of the season.
Yeah.
Who will be the one that gets it?
Good question.
Hopefully we get it today. We don't got to wait till next weekend when I think Quad City's coming to town, right?
Between the two teams, we've only had one goal all weekend long.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah, and it came when the JV team was already trailing by five goals.
5-0.
Yeah. The Jets had.
Mackos didn't realize he was supposed to come off.
Well, what happened was Bloom came out to give a water bottle to Zach Pettersson.
Okay.
But they also were changing players, so. Like you said, Josh Makowitz wasn't sure or didn't realize that Bloom was coming on for him.
Right.
And thought he was just doing the delivery.
Yeah.
But the point is, then they dropped the puck while the Jets still had 6 guys on the ice.
Right.
So we've played just about a minute here of the second period.
I'm just surprised they didn't call too many men.
No, you can't do that.
Well, they could. What do you mean you can't?
Well,
we had a 10-minute elbowing penalty.
I was just going to say, it's not consistent with the rules anyway. Oh, another nice move in on goal. A backhand shot saved by Pettersson, and then Hector ran into the goal frame. And everything gets
reset.
Yeah, but blown back behind the net. He seems to be okay. There was also a Jets defenseman.
No, it was Krugel who was in the net.
Okay, well, it was Jets player, I should say.
Yeah.
Who ended up in the net as well when Hector ran into it. He mostly got the frame of the goal, but he also got a little bit of Krugel too.
Yeah.
So that evens up the shots at 9 apiece. Off the faceoff comes out. Dolman, a shot that hit traffic and never got through. Ignachev with Hedquist in the corner. Now 5 players over there trying to work it free. They played up the near side boards to the Jets, and Lee plays it out to center ice. Kaufman trying to work it free, goes into the corner, and the Metros ring it around far side. Makowitz back on the ice. He stops it. Now it's played across, but that went off a stick and out to center ice. Kaufman will dump it back in. Metros played around near side this time. Ignachev there plays it off the end boards, off the back of the net. Lemke takes his man to the boards, and now Dolman picks it up. Comes to the line. Jets keep it in. Penny back across for Hope. Hope behind the goal line, plays it up the near side boards.
Oh, there it is.
Comes loose in front. A shot right on by Lemke. And a save by Patrick. Got a pad on it.
Oh, my God. We just can't score.
No icing here as Ignachev goes back for it.
What the freckles is going on here?
Makowitz back for Ignachev. Plays it on the side boards, but the Jets player over there was checked on the play. Now Loba trying to force it up. Got it to the line, but not out. Now Ignachev across for Makowitz. He'll play it in the middle. That never got through.
Come on, Matt. Go all the way up and rifle one.
Well, he does get it into the zone and follows it in deep. Back in the net. Makowitz still with it. Centers one. I'm not sure if he was trying to bank that in or just center it to low ball.
Center low ball, but nice defense by number 11.
Hedquist back the other way. That's Sobanos is number 11, by the way.
Yeah, very good. Good player.
He is. And a large player as well. Here's Ibis with speed trying to work into the zone in the middle for Loba. Shot. And that ended up going, I think, off a leg or stick before it ever got to Patrick. Went wide and out of play. It might have gone off his stick and out of play, but either way, we get a whistle and a face-off. Yeah, it's Dmitry Sobanos. Tsiobanos.
So the T silent?
Yeah. Well, if you like, it's Sobanos.
Right.
But yeah, basically. Dirk Schneider back in the net, lost it. They center it, do the Jets, but couldn't get it to Eklund. Now back out to the point, a long shot. That goes wide of the goal. Arnold kept it in. It comes loose. Loba's shot. And he scored. He scored.
Yes.
It was not off the pipe. It was in and out of the net.
Nice call.
And the Jets get their first goal of the game. The answer to your question is Landon Loba.
34 from 8.
So let's take a look here. Actually, we can move this in a little bit closer before we get to it. So here it is. Comes back to the point. There was a shot. Arnold played it down low, and it came in. And let's zoom it in here so that we can actually see what's going on a little bit. So here it is. Loba takes it.
Go back to the pass, though.
Let's take a look at this goal here. As it comes in, and it does. It goes right off the back. I mean, look at it. Hit the back pad there, and then came straight back out.
Seal gave him the pass, though.
Arnold gave him the pass.
No, I thought it was Ibis.
But
in the corner here.
Well, we're working on it because that's more important than the rest of the game, right?
Let's see what they had. She's got 34 from 8.
All right. Well, Arnold does deserve his assist on
34, 8, and 9.
Yeah, it may not be the only one, but I don't even know if it's 8 yet.
Yes, it was 8. I know for sure.
Okay.
It gave from Ibis. So I'm going to go 34, 8, and 9.
Next time we get a stop, we'll look. In the meantime, Graham with the puck for the Metros gets it into the corner. Now here's Whitrock trying to work it free. Puck along the far boards. Jets get it to the line, but not out. Up along the near side boards. Penny kept it in. Now they center it, but fans scream because they saw Hedquist get knocked down in front of the net. He was, yeah, he was practically in the crease when that happened. Yeah. Oddly enough, I thought they might have called Elam for tripping after that, but they didn't. And back the other way, Deaver does get it into the zone.
All right, we'll see what you got here.
Taken here by Penny. Oh, he overskated. It's picked off, and now Lee back in the other way. Brody Lee trying to center it, a shot, and Patrick the save, and he hangs on.
All right, let's go back and look at that replay.
So here's the play. As the puck's going to go into the corner, and then that's Arnold there who gave it.
Ibis chipped it to him.
Okay, so there you go. And it was, so we were right. It was 34 from 8 and 9. For the only goal of the Jets season so far. Tied up at 1 with 11:42 to go here, second period. Jets with 14 shots, the Metros 9. Dolman have some sort of a discussion with the referee for some reason back over near the scorer's box. Now the referee talking to the scorer's table. Let me guess, they want to take a assist away from one of our players.
No, I can't remember who's in the penalty box for us today.
Who's manning it? I don't know.
I can't remember what mom that was. I thought it was a dad that signed him. Oh well.
There's the cell.
No, I don't know the parents yet.
Oh.
I can look at the email I sent to you.
So actually there is a power play coming up here for the Jets as Penny is in the box. So apparently that probably is what the discussion is. Jets have their power play, first of the game. Told you there was going to be a penalty at some point. Whitrock a shot, but that was stopped at the fence and cleared down the ice. Out of the net, Patrick, and with a Metro there, he comes out, but then he couldn't get it out of the zone. Or Pedersen, I'm sorry. And a shot, and it gets saved by Pedersen on the shot in front by Hedquist. You hear what he said? Might have been roughing.
Yeah.
So 27 seconds gone by in the power play, and the Jets gave up a couple of short-handed opportunities. Pedersen had to be alert there. Shot goes wide off the face-off, and it's picked up by Ibis. Harrison in his own zone. We'll try and set things up here for the Jets. He will wheel, and then a left wing pass into the zone for Goodwin. Now back of the net. Comes around on the near side corner, Ibis.
Mario Martin. I thought it was supposed to be Will. I thought it was Will Martin's father, but maybe Mario is the mother. I wasn't sure. You know what? I think it is now. More I think about it. Yeah.
Or maybe she's just filling in.
No, I think I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know the parents yet.
Okay.
I'd have to look that up to find out.
Ibis again on left wing. He'll hit the red line, dump it in. 45 seconds to go in the penalty. Patrick plays it. Yeah, but the Metros touch it. So
it almost would have been better if he let it go. I think Whitrock would have stopped it.
So Whitrock didn't stop it at the point, and it came in on goal. And Patrick, or I should say, Pedersen left it for Whitrock. Now up ahead. Goodwin across rink wide. Ibis will dump it in. Patrick out of the net. I left it for Dirk Schneider. They kind of miscommunicated. Dirk Schneider couldn't clear it. And once again, it was Goodwin. Low ball, half boards for Ibis.
Yeah,
10 seconds left to go in the penalty. Low ball.
But the father's name is Brad for Will, and the mother's name is Marlon. So it is right.
Whatever you say. I'm not sure if all of our viewers really needed to know any of that.
No, but there's a lot of stuff you say that our viewers don't need to know. Oh.
Puck goes wide of the net. Patrick looked like he was trying to cover it, and then it comes loose in front as we had an opportunity there for Lowe. Yeah. Well, he got a shot, but he didn't get as much of it as he wanted, and now there's going to be an icing call against the Metros. Shots 11 for the Metros, 15 for the Jets. Knotted up at 1. Nearing the halfway mark of the game so far. Graham for the Metros and Lobaugh for Kansas City. He is their leading goal scorer with 1. Back of the net, Lemke in front, shot Kaufman, and I don't know how Patrick came up with that one. He was right at the top of the crease. Let one go from point blank. The Jets have done a good job in this game setting up better chances. Graham will send it into the zone. Lemke knocked it away, but it's carried on. And then it comes back out on the far boards. Elam picks it up in the middle of the ice. Got it out to center. Poked away from Netley by Kaufman, but Netley plays it back into his own zone. They get it out to center ice. And Netley will go back for it again. Then played it off the sideboards for Elam. He'll dump it in cross corner. Jets tag up. We've hit the halfway point for the game. Back for it his own zone is Arnold, up ahead on the near side boards, but again he didn't pass it to anybody in particular, and Pinney takes over. He'll play it up on right wing with speed, trying to work into the zone. Hedquist tried to make a little toe drag move, couldn't get it by Elam.
Elam just poked it, just got
a touch on it. And now Whitrock, he hit the side of the net when he tried to play it around back of the net. And the Metros maintain they're dangerous here. That shot hit the back of a player, and then Deaver got it ahead for Krugel, and he'll get it into the zone after taking a hit from Hedquist. Long stretch pass goes off the stick of Fitch and into the zone. Back behind the net, Elam, he made a poor choice there, and Fitch took the puck away from him. Bloom comes over to help out. Now Whitrock in the corner, along with a Metro player. They try and work it free. Trosper there. He got it back to the point, and a shot and a pad saved by Pedersen. Gave up a big rebound, but nobody was there for the Metros, and Dirk Schneider picks it up. Long shot, and at head level, Zachary Pedersen just makes the catch and hangs on. 7:17 to go, second period. Shots now 15-13. And the score is even at 1. Dolman comes out to take this draw. And low ball for the Jets. It comes back to the point. Now in the middle of the ice, here's Ibis picking up the puck on right wing with speed. He'll work into the zone. Ibis put that wide off the stick of Patrick. They tried to center it. That, I believe, hit the back or side of the net. Ibis over there does pull away with the puck, though. Ibis from the half wall, a shot. Sharp angle, and Patrick saw it the whole way. Hangs on after he makes the catch.
He doesn't give up too many rebounds, that's for sure.
Just under 7 minutes left to go in the second period. Lobaugh got it to Ibis. He tried to get it back to Eklund, but that pass didn't work out. Fitch trying to work ahead. He fell down, or actually it was Trosper who fell down. Fitch now with the puck.
Yeah.
Fitch works in.
Good, he tried to go to
to Dolman, a shot, and that was stopped to the defense. And now here's Ibis again. He'll ring it around far side.
Come on, Eklund.
Comes out to center ice.
Yeah, boy, Cole. Come on, buddy.
And it's dumped back in by the Metros. I'm not sure why that wasn't icing. But here's Bloom with the puck. Plays it up right wing off of Lobaugh and into the zone. Now comes back out to center ice. Catching up to it, Shirkus. He'll try and work in. Shirkus attempted a screenshot. That hit the leg of the defenseman. Now coming away with it is Ibis. Ibis will work in 1-on-2 into the zone. He'll just play it into the corner. Tried to center it. I'm not sure if he was actually going. He might have been going for the net.
No, I think he was going for Eklund, but Dirkschman came in and made a nice play.
Now trying to work in Dolman. He'll center one. That was knocked away from deck. Savanos had it knocked away.
He gives it to him.
Up ahead for Lee, but he couldn't catch the pass. Goes all the way back behind the net. Now up on the far side, played toward the middle. Metros break that up, and it comes out to center ice. They'll just dump it in with 5:20 left to go here in the second period. Makowitz plays it over on the far side. Comes out to the right point, long shot, and Pedersen saw that the whole way and makes the easy catch and hangs on for a face-off. 5:11 showing on the clock here, second period. Knotted up at 1. Kaufman line out for the Jets. Eklund for the Metros.
Backcoach is, who doesn't lose that puck.
Long shot. Penny goes wide of the mark. Ignatjev after it. Rings around back behind the net. Makowitz has to go into the corner with Hector. Now comes back to the point. Penny. Long shot looking for a redirect. Boy. Ignatjev was tossed down.
Yeah.
And now he will send it up ahead off the leg of Kaufman and into the zone. Penny knocked it down. Ignatjev a long shot. That was steered into the corner by Patrick. Delayed offsides by the Jets. They tag up. Now tries to work into the zone. Long shot. Glove saved by Patrick, and he hangs on the shot by Kaufman. I'm not totally sure why that wasn't an offside play. If it was delayed offside that whole time, I don't know why they didn't blow it dead.
I don't know.
4:22 to go.
They obviously thought the Brennerman got back.
Yeah.
Lemke got back, I mean.
The Metro's bench was certainly screaming about it. Face-off win by the Jets. Shot got through traffic in Krugel's side of the net. He gets dumped. And the puck's still back of the cage. They try and play it in front Deaver, but he couldn't get a stick on it. And back the other way, here come the Metros. Graham, the goal scorer, sends it across for Hector. And that play broken up as Goodwin came over and knocked it away. Now it's forced out to center ice, dumped back in, and Elam back in the net for the Jets. Elam will play it around near side for Krugel. And he'll work it to center ice on right wing. Thompson gets to the red line and dumps it in. And it goes off the end. Are they calling this icing? They are calling it icing.
I didn't see it.
I don't think it was, but I mean, he could have been just shy of it, but it was another situation where the back linesman called it icing after the front one didn't. Unfortunately, where he was on the right wing, I couldn't really see where the puck was because the boards are in the way.
Right, yeah.
So he could have been just shy of it.
Yeah.
But again, not much in the way of communication there. Here's Ibis with the puck. He's in his own zone, goes behind the net, tries to come out on the far side, works up the ice. And boy, they do show an awful lot of respect for Ibis's speed. If you notice, the defenseman just backed out of the zone, even though they could have tried to make a play on him and hold the zone. But I think they were worried that if he got past him. They don't want
him to get by him.
Right. They were worried if he got by him, there was no way they were going to stop him. Now Hedquist with the same kind of speed, and that was broken up. Makowitz with the puck. Going to play it in the middle. And Eklund plays it ahead.
Tried to dump it in the zone.
Yeah, was actually carried back into his own zone by the Metros. And then that goes off a Makowitz stick in the front. Oh, here's Hedquist, and a Alona shot and a save by Pedersen. He got a piece of the blocker on that one, and it goes out of play. Don't really want to give up that kind of a scoring opportunity, but Zach Pedersen really did come up big there.
Yeah.
2:46 left to go, second period. Jets and Metros knotted up at 1. Face off, and Kaufman gets it up ahead. Lee pokes it out to center ice. Lemke trying to work free in. Netley on him, plays it up the near side boards, and along the half boards, Brody Lee. Now Kaufman sends it down low, and Prosper there for the Metros. He had it knocked away. Oh, there was a man, Kaufman streaking toward the net, but Lee couldn't get him to pass. Now back in the net, Kaufman lost it. It's rung around and all the way down the ice. This should be icing against the Metros as it crosses the end red line with 2:13 left to go here in the second period. Shots 19-14 for the Jets. Game is tied at 1.
Great game.
It's been entertaining.
Just glad we got our goal.
Yes.
Broke that, so now we need a second one. Average a goal a weekend, goal a game.
Actually, right now we're averaging a goal every
I'm
other
saying
game.
if we get another one, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It'd be like 2 goals.
Right now we're averaging a goal every other game.
Right, yeah.
On both teams. And the shot was steered wide by Goodwin off the stick of Hector. He tried to center it. Jets break it up and they ice the puck.
I don't like that. Goody could have skated up a little bit before he took that across the lane pass.
He could have, but it gives the Jets an opportunity to change players since they don't have that rule about not changing on icings.
Yeah, exactly.
So, $1:53 showing on the clock here in the second period of play. Face off to the left of Pettersson. Whitrock couldn't get the draw, comes back to Dirk Schneider. Almost knocked away from him by Krugel, and then a good diving play there by Whitrock to break that up. Now Fitch with it. And he tries to work it forward into the corner. Deaver plays it around on the far side, or near side, I should say. Dirk Schneider there to keep it in, but it comes out to Krugel. And now Ignatjev, he'll work into the zone on right wing. And he went down. There is a penalty.
We're going to get a power play.
Delayed call, and now the Metros touch up. And a hooking call.
All right, let's see what our power play's got. We haven't had one. Oh, we've had one today. Power play.
We've had a power play, yes.
Yeah, we didn't score, though.
No. So I believe this is Sobanos that's going off. No, yeah, it is. And it's a hooking call. Minute 21 left to go in the period. So if they don't score in the next minute and 21, it'll carry over to the next period.
Right.
Looking for the go-ahead goal. Loba, who is the goal scorer, is taking the face-off. Tried to play it in front, came on goal with Makowitz heading that direction, but Patrick will cover up on it, get another face-off. 2 seconds tick off.
Yeah, Patrick beat Matt there. Right idea.
And Loba couldn't win the draw this time. It got it behind him, but the Metros take over now with speed, trying to work into the zone. Shot, and that missed everything, goes off the end boards. And Ibis, then Goodwin ran in kind of hard with Fitch. Puck comes out to center ice. Harrison Ibis there, waiting for his mates to get on side. He does, dumps it in. Goes back of the net, and Dirk Schneider finds the lane and sends it the length of the ice. 90 seconds to go in the power play. Only 50 in the period. Jets with plenty of time to set things up, though. Whitrock passes ahead on left wing looking for Ibis. Well, he actually was able to poke it into the zone, as it turned out. Comes back out to the point. Goodwin sends it down low. Penny over there. Ibis and Loba trying to fight it free. We're down to 25 seconds to go in the period. They still work on this puck along the end boards. Get it away from Penny. Back out to the point. Across, one-timer Whitrock, and that was blocked by Fitch. Took it off his ankle. Penny will ring it around far side, and it gets by Goodwin down the ice with 7 seconds left to go. 3 seconds, and that's going to do it. So the buzzer sounds, and the second period comes to a close. And for the first time, the Jets have something on the scoreboard when we go to a period intermission. 1-1 our score after 2 periods of play. So the Jets get a goal from Loba and have tied this one at 1. We'll take a break, come back with second period intermission right after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
What are you doing?
Learning how to go see.
That's hide and seek? I found you in 2 seconds. Get out of there. If you want to win this game, you got to do a lot better than that. Right? Come on. Get in. Hustle. Now that's the way you play the game.
When Reuben Baylor joins Marshal Marion Daniels to investigate an incident of theft and murder, Rube is plunged into a world of dark deeds and black hearts. with the help of an abused and courageous young woman, Rube, Marion, and Marshal Adris Thibodeau head south of the Missouri line into the hills and hollows of northern Arkansas and take on an entire clan to see that justice is done. Suspicion of outsiders and hate for the government abounds, and the Marshals are much farther from home than the miles they've traveled.
Payback Trail, part of the Trail series by David R. Lewis. Available as an ebook at Amazon.com, Smashwords, and iTunes, and as an e-audiobook at Audible.com.
Go get that donkey. Hey, you're going the wrong way. Come on. We got slaughtered at musical chairs. We've practiced this at home a million times. We are losing. I can't believe I missed Pilates for this. It's your own ride home, Missy.
Welcome back out to the IBP Ice Center here in Sioux City, Iowa. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona on Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and Metros knotted up at 1 here in this second period intermission. For a change, I have a Jets highlight to show you as the Jets get a goal here in the second period. Eventually, it's going to be Lobaugh who gets it as puck comes back out to the point. Arnold got it over for Ibis, and then it was Lobaugh who scored the goal. So that's the far away look. Luckily, we can zoom in here on Kansas City Jets hockey and see it a little bit better. So we'll take a look again from the point, and then it goes to Lobaugh. And it's quite a shot here. So the pass comes out. It's bouncing just a little bit. He catches it well. And then, I wonder if that didn't hit the stick of or something of this. Now that I'm looking at it, there was a Sioux City player. There are two of them that sort of are between the shooter and the goal. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's more than anything why it got by Patrick. Was it because you see that Sioux City player reaching his stick across? I think it went off of his, because look at the original trajectory of the shot was not quite as high as it ended up going. And so it may have deflected off of that. And it's also wobbling just a little bit, although as you can see, the puck is bouncing a bit as well. But he swipes at it, and it goes over the glove and goes in and out of the net very quickly. And so that is how the Jets managed to get on the board with their first, and as it turns out, only goal of the season. Lobaugh from Ibis and Arnold. So it is still 1-1 here in the second period intermission. Obviously, it's anybody's game at this point. We'll see how things go in the third period. I guess while we have a little bit of time, I can still show you the first goal as well, which was back in the first period. And again, after they work on the puck in the corner there, eventually it's going to work free, and Graham, it comes back to the half boards. He got it to Graham, and he got it in past Pedersen. And as we talked about before, I could be wrong, but it appears, as if we take a look at this a little bit closer again, it appears as if it actually does definitely go through the legs of Arnold there. So Arnold involved in both goals for both teams. And although, again, he's not blocking the eyes of the goaltender as far as like a screen is concerned, but because it went through his legs, Pedersen may not have seen it until it got past it. And that may be how they ended up where they were. So again, we're back at 1-1 after 2 periods of play. the Heartland memory from David Lewis here in this intermission. A bit called Come On Boys, Over the Top. And then we'll be back with the third period coming up in just a few minutes. You're on Kansas City Jets Hockey on the Jets Hockey Network.
Hi, I'm David R. Lewis with Theater of the Mind. Thanks for stopping by for another of my Heartland memories. I want to start this piece by saying that I have a great deal of respect for those men and women who have served or are serving our country in the military. My grandfather fought in France and Germany during World War I, my father on Iwo Jima in World War II. I myself spent a full day and a half in the United States Air Force. I certainly appreciate those who have given even more than their lives, who have had their minds disrupted, deleted, or even destroyed because of the horrors of war. At age 14, I took employment as a bass clarinetist with the Elks Band, a group of fine concert musicians who played in various locations throughout the heartland of America. Our repertoire consisted of classical pieces, the occasional show tune, and patriotic numbers by John Philip Sousa and his ilk. One fine Sunday, all 32 of us climbed aboard the bus and headed for Danville, Illinois, to play a concert at the VA hospital. The director rose to his feet as we neared our destination and cautioned us about the upcoming venue. "We'll park at the back of the auditorium," he said. "Go directly inside. Do not look around. Do not leave the group. Do not talk with any of the inmates." Inmates? I thought. "I'll pass out playlists when we get set up. The program will be very docile. When it's over, pack up and get back on the bus as soon as possible. If there is any trouble, stay together. There's safety in numbers." Safety in numbers? I wondered. I was sitting next to the bassoonist, Long, a member of the band, who explained that this particular veterans hospital housed men who had, for whatever reason, lost their mental stability while in the service of their country. The Elks Band had not played there in over 8 years. The last time they had played there, the director called for some Sousa after his first two rather placid selections failed to elicit applause from the 400 or 500 onlookers. When Stars and Stripes Forever lumbered into the section where the trombones come on strong, descending down the scale, an overly excited worthy in the 5th or 6th row, moved by the stirring performance, leapt to his feet. "Kill the bass drummer!" he shouted, and charged the stage. A significant number of his compatriots, equally moved by the music and buoyed by his fearless assault on superior numbers, took up the cause and joined in the rush. Cries of, "Over the top, boys," and "You want to live forever?" filled the air. Dozens of veterans of the First and Second World Wars and Korea attacked the musicians. The band, with most of their clothes, some of their instruments, and none of their dignity intact, made it out the back door to the waiting bus. Injuries were minor, but the band refused to come back for 8 years. We played the concert, an hour and 20 minutes of things like "Sheep may safely graze and pasture." A truly boring experience. The audience never moved or reacted in any way. Back on the bus and out of danger, a Dixieland jam broke out, and we boogied all the way home. A few years later, a college professor for whom I had a huge amount of respect told me he believed it was in my best interest to leave higher education before I was taught how to think, or rather, not to think. I took him at his word and dropped out of college. Certain members of my family took exception to my escape and pressured me heavily to return to the halls of higher learning as soon as possible. I enlisted in Danville Junior College for a brief time. The year before, Danville Junior College had installed its campus on the grounds of the same veterans hospital where sheep could safely graze and pasture. So could the students, the college propaganda said. The more troublesome inmates of the institution, veteran, not student, had either died off or had been transferred to other locations. The total population was down to about 700 patients, only outnumbering the seekers of education by about 20%. I went to Danville Junior College for a while, passing through the large iron gate, locked and heavily guarded after sundown and off-limit to the vets. I spent my time during the day moving through the depressing stone buildings, going to class with students who felt and sometimes acted like prisoners. It was not a happy place. A friend there, Jerry Bailey, decided once that since the mental patients outnumbered the rest of us, if majority rule was in effect, we were the ones who were insane the minute we stepped on campus. As time went on, I became convinced he was right. One afternoon, Bailey, me, and two other misfits were walking down the long sweeping drive to the front gate, two abreast, and just naturally fell into step. Down the road we marched for a couple of 100 yards. When we reached the gate and stopped, we noticed a large herd of the vets were right behind us in a column of twos. They also had fallen into step, increasing in numbers as they followed us to the street. There was no guard. The gate was open. Freedom beckoned. Three of us freaked out. Bailey, some years my senior and a Vietnam veteran, remained calm. He looked over the column quietly. "Tit, huh!" he shouted. They snapped to. "How about, hey!" They turned. "Forward, huh! Your left, your left!" The entire assemblage marched away, back up the drive. Bailey looked at me. "Rank tells," he grinned. "I was a corporal." On that day, in that place, with that company, the boy was a full bird colonel. At least, that's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for joining me on Theater of the Mind.
The year was 1881, and young Reuben Baylor was making his way along near the Missouri River, finding work when he could and living the only life he knew. But when he come on old Arliss Hyatt, beat to hell and near shot to death, Rube done what he could for him. He didn't know that act of kindness was going to wind up changing his whole life, but it did. Green as grass, Rube was a long way from being any kind of pistolier or shootist, but when Marshal Marion Daniels come on him and needed help with the Duncan bunch for what they'd done to Arliss, that tussle growed Rube up right quick. He stopped drifting, found friends worth looking up to, and a young woman that was right admirable.
Deer Run Trail by David Lewis. Available as an e-audiobook at audible.com.
Hey, Grandpa, could you teach me to play hockey?
Why, sure, my boy. You may not know this, but your grandpa was quite a player back in the old days. Why, we used to have winters back then, 40, 50 below it was. We'd go down yonder by McGillicuddy's old stock pond. Yes, sirree. And you couldn't walk there. Oh, no. You had to skate 5, 10 miles through the snow.
You skated through the snow?
We didn't have any of those fancy hockey sticks or pads, neither. Just tree branches and a rock. That's the way it was, and we liked it. Now go get yourself a tree branch and come back here, and I'll teach you how to draw blood.
Never mind, Grandpa. There's gotta be a better way.
There is. Kansas City Ice Center offers learn to skate and learn to play hockey classes. For more information, visit kcicecenter.com or call Dean Nelson at 913-441-3033. Sign up today at kcicecenter.com.
That's the way it was, and we liked it.
Welcome back out to the IBP Ice Center. Joel Decker and Gary Scavone here on Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and Sioux City Metros, and the Jets are going to have to double their yearly output of goals in order to win this game, as we are knotted up at 1. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's so true, Joe.
So they will have a 39-second power play.
Which is plenty of time if we can control the face-off and, we can control the face-off and set something up. That's the only thing. So far, we haven't really set anything up in the power play, so.
It'll be nice. It's amazing because, it's been a trying weekend so far, but if the Jets can get a goal and sneak away with a win here, it's going to be a much happier bus on the way home.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, it all depends on the Chiefs do, too. Consider if it's a happy bus ride.
Well, we know for at least the first hour or so it will be.
First hour? What the heck time is it now? 1:30, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you're going to get on the road sometime around 2 or so.
Oh, God, no. Probably 2:30.
2:30, but yeah.
Because we'll stop right here at Culver's and feed the kids.
So that's what I'm saying, though. So for an hour, you should be.
We'll be on the bus before the game starts. That's all that matters.
You see the Chiefs moved one of their receivers from the practice squad up to their 53-man lot.
No, who did they move up?
Probably nobody you've heard of.
Probably nobody that's going to play.
They might play on special teams, I would imagine.
Right.
Washington, I want to say. Okay. I forget. Taylor Swift makes major decision about relationship status with Travis Kelce.
I wouldn't believe any of that.
According to Athlon Sports.
Yeah.
Report indicates Kansas City Chiefs tight end may be ring shopping soon.
There you go. They're in love.
Are they in Las Vegas or?
Yeah.
So I don't know if Taylor will be there or not.
I don't know.
She tends to go to home games more.
Yeah, it depends if she's had a concert somewhere. I don't know if she's touring right now or not. I'm not really a big Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah.
So the most I hear about her is because of the
Have you seen Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity yet? The Travis Kelce game show?
No, I'm not.
There's like 4 episodes out so far. I've
Who's
seen
smarter?
one of them.
Travis is smarter than him?
Well, Travis is the host.
Okay.
He took it. I don't know if you ever saw Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yeah.
He took Jeff Foxworthy's position on that.
Okay. So it's two fifth grader?
Well, it's instead of fifth graders now they have celebrities. Although celebrities you've probably never heard of.
Right. Okay.
We're still having trouble with that signal cable, by the way.
Clock hasn't started yet either.
Yeah.
The penalty clock. That's weird.
Yeah. There's that thing in it that you have to press to start it going. So anyway, we are underway. They did get the penalty started, although we'll see if they let him out early. There was a shot from the point block to the defense. So played a half a minute here of this third period.
We got at least an extra 10 seconds on this penalty.
If they don't let him out.
Right.
Which is what they did in the first.
Yeah, they did let him out.
So Hedquist, and that play is offsides.
Yeah, they let him.
And I'm not totally sure that was offsides either, by the way. Once again, another situation where offsides call from the red line by the back linesman.
Yeah.
Which, again, there's really no excuse for not being at the line when there's 2 linesmen.
It's called speed, Joe.
Yeah, okay.
Skating ability.
So teams are at 5 aside. We are still 1-1. Jets now 0 for 2 on the power play.
Yes.
And
Matt.
Well, it gets by Makowitz, and now it's Hedquist trying to walk in. Centers one. Dolman, he couldn't really receive the pass well.
That was a great defensive play by Iggy or Kaufman.
It was, although it was actually, oddly enough, the wrong choice by
he should have shot.
He should have shot it.
Yeah, I think so. Absolutely should have shot that.
That one, a long shot goes off the stick of Pedersen over.
I totally agree on that.
Yeah, I mean, he literally threw it into the defense as opposed to, I mean, he was basically by himself.
Yeah.
Iggy was clearly playing the pass, not the shot.
Yeah.
And Hedquist tried to force it, and then Dolman couldn't handle the pass anyway. So, shots, by the way, 16-20, 2016 for the Jets. There's another one on goal. And Pedersen scoops that up and hangs on. It's 2017 now. 15:39 to go, regulation time. Didn't make any changes on, like, overtime, did they?
As far as recording it?
No, as far as like number of players or anything.
No.
Here's Lee trying to work in across for Kaufman. A shot and he scores. Dane Kaufman, as the Jets pull off a 2-on-1 that time. And pretty much perfect.
42 from 17. We'll see if there's anything else.
So we'll take a look at this here. As it pretty much came right off the face-off here.
No, they lost it. Oh, it was just, 42-17, that's all it is.
And they go on their... I mean, that really could have been a 2-on-2, but they didn't get back quick enough, and good job for Kaufman outrunning him, and then across, and then the one-timer past Patrick. And the Jets have their first lead of the season.
Yeah.
2-1 our score here, with 15 minutes left to go in regulation time. Even strength goal in front. Hedquist a shot, save, and Pedersen never will cover up on it, and we'll get a face-off. So just Kaufman from Lee.
Yeah, I agree.
So now it's Kaufman and Loba, the 2 goal scorers for the season and the game for the Jets. Here is Whitrock trying to work in. One man back as Penny forces him into the corner. And then Krugel picks it up. Now straight away. Oh, that went off the stick of Deaver. He gets it back straight away. A little wrist shot goes wide of the net. And then Whitrock tried to bank that one in off the goaltender. Back of the net, Whitrock. He couldn't pick up the loose puck. It's taken away from him. Dirk Schneider played it ahead. And now gets past Bloom into the zone is Hedquist. Sharp angle shot and he scores. Ryan Hedquist ties it up for the Metros. It was barely a minute, if that.
After,
since the Jets scored.
That was a good shot.
Absolutely.
Zach's not happy with himself. I could tell by his body language. I said, I got to stop that one.
Well, I don't blame him, really.
Well, we just finally got the lead, you know what I mean? And he's just thinking, if I can now shut him down.
And it's a sharp angle shot.
Yeah.
When we have a second, we'll take a better look at that. But let's get back to live action as it is now 2-2 and another opportunity. In on goal is shot, and Pedersen made the save. Looked behind him, but it ended up going wide of the net.
Well, Iggy, whoever it was, made a nice play getting it out of there. Matko's made a bad pinch. He usually doesn't do that, so.
He's actually been caught a couple of times in this period, making iffy plays defensively. That one that went off his hand as well. Eklund, long shot. Patrick steers that aside. Sabanos plays it up the near side boards. Macwood's kept it in. And then a shot by Ibis was going to go wide anyway and was stopped at the defense. Dirk Schneider off the side boards. Ahead for Hedquist. Hedquist straight away a shot. That was blocked. And boy, that smarts as Loba is trying to make, or that was, Nachev.
Oh, Nachev trying to.
Yeah, it was trying to make it to them. He's in a lot of pain. Pedersen will leave this one. And it's played ahead off of Ibis down into the corner. Lemke trying to get after for it. Beat there by the Metro's defense. Kaufman stopped it on the boards, but then it comes out to center ice. Goodwin sends it back into the zone. Lemke trying to work it free. Lee over there. Brody Lee centers one. That was stopped at the Metro's defense. And Kaufman sends it down low again. Behind the net, Sabanos. In the corner, Lee took it away from him. Puck comes loose. And it's Lemke. He tried to play it in front. Got it behind the net instead. Lee centered one. Kaufman couldn't get a stick on it as that was stopped again to the defense. But then they work it free. Some good work by this line of forechecking, but they couldn't get any good shots as it turned out.
This line's been playing good all weekend.
They have. Absolutely. Goodwin back of the net, plays it up the far boards. Lee. Oh, he tried to play it in the middle for Kaufman. Now ahead for Deaver. On left wing, Jack Deaver trying to work into the zone. Jack Deaver from a sharp angle, a shot right on, and Patrick the save. And he will hang on. So let's take another. Whoops, that's not the one I wanted to play. Let's take another look at the goal, real quick, because again, it's so far away. We have to.
Yeah, Zach kind of got a little bit out of position. He slid too much to the side there.
And I mean, again, defensively, Goodwin was there. He forced him to a very sharp angle.
Oh, it went through his 5-hole.
Yeah.
Yep.
It did.
Went right through the 5-hole.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's how we got to tied. Back to live action now is Hector. That was actually a hand pass that they didn't call.
Yeah.
Only because he was just outside the zone when he touched it, and it went back into the zone, so he should have blown that dead. But anyway, and it should have been an offensive faceoff for the Jets. Here's Whitrock. Oh, he's got a man across. Tried to get it to Deaver, but the pass was too far in front of him. Then shot by Elam. That was blocked to the defense. Deaver rings it around on the near side looking for Makowitz. He had to pinch in. Does play it into the corner. Krugel, and then they shoot it out. Up over the glass and out of play.
I think he's trying to shake that injury off a little bit over there.
Yeah, he's trying to walk it off. It's one of those things where I mean, most people who played hockey have been there, where you've taken one and it's a contusion type injury when you get that. It hurts, but it's just one of those things where there's not much you can do other than letting it hurt, you know?
Right. Yeah.
The Makowitz trying to get rid of a piece of equipment. I think it might be his neck guard.
No, it was a stick broken. He's going to the locker room to get another.
Oh, does he not? I guess he only.
Obviously, he didn't bring it on the ice.
Didn't bring it out. So they let him go off the ice in the meantime.
Ooh, great shot by Ibis.
Yeah, spinning around right off the face-off. Patrick steered it into the corner, and then Hedquist, who's tied the game here, plays it down into the Jets' end. Elam with it. Jets playing with 5 defensemen, and now actually they're down to 4 technically. Although I imagine we'll see Ignatiev on the ice next time he has a shift. Ibis with the puck.
Now I know why.
Long shot saved by Patrick. Rebound comes out to the point. Another shot, and it's gobbled up by Patrick with a Jet on the doorstep on that shot from Goodwin.
After looking at that replay, now I know why Zach was mad at himself.
Oh yeah, let him go through his legs.
Yeah.
Low ball line coming out. Bloom and Goodwin on defense. Off the face-off. Penny with the puck for the Metros. Plays it off the sideboards. Dolman tipped it out. Goes back to the Jets line, but they break it up, and Lobaugh back the other way. Landon Lobaugh with a goal today. Try to play it toward the front. Eklund couldn't get to it. It's off the sideboards. Hedquist got it in the middle, and it's carried on. In the middle for Fitch. Fitch straight away. Shot goes wide of the goal. Off the end boards out toward the front, but the Jets do break it up, and Goodwin ahead. Eklund will play it off the sideboards. This is going to go down the ice. They wave off icing, though. 10 minutes left to go regulation time. 2-2 our score.
Kind of surprised they waved off icing.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. And this play, I'm almost sure was offsides. Yeah. And the Jets and Lemke was able to break it up. Now Brody Lee over there. Comes up the near side boards. Bloom backs up into the neutral zone. And that allows them to clear it out. Would have gone over his head anyway. Goodwin back for it in his own zone. Aiden ahead. Went off of Lemke and down the ice, so no icing here. Patrick out of the net will leave it. Well, actually, instead, he thought better of it and clears the zone himself. Makowitz. Long left wing pass. Hedquist knocked it away. He's late on a shift, so he just plays it into the zone and goes to the bench. Kaufman over there. Oh, he played it behind the net, but nobody was there. Makowitz comes over and takes the puck away from the Metro forward, and now Brody Lee back the other direction. He will get to the red line and dump it in. Dirk Schneider gets there first. Rings it around near side boards, and it's going to come all the way back to the Jets line and Makowitz. And he is out there with Ignatiev, so Ignatiev back on the ice, and now we get a whistle and a penalty coming up and an injured Jets player. It may be a knee from where he's grasping, or an ankle. At first I wasn't sure. I thought he might have been hit in a sensitive area.
I mean, I didn't see it at all.
Yeah, I really didn't either.
Or not, so.
I guess I can check and see if we have it on replay. So this is a little bit earlier, but I'm going to just check and see if we have the play on replay or not.
Yeah, we might not even have it. There it is.
So, yeah.
I don't know if that. Look, he must have hit his knee on the ice, or did he get knee?
No, maybe a knee-to-knee contact. I think he hit.
Oh,
look,
yeah, there it is.
It's knee-to-knee contact.
Yeah.
So
they could give him a 5-minute, right?
very much, yeah. Well, I mean, actually, they really should, because it did cause an injury. So if they deem it to be a penalty, then technically it's supposed to be a major in a game. So here it is in a little bit closer look. Unfortunately, there's a person in between, so you can't really see the contact. But it's definitely knee to knee. It would have been better if you could see the contact totally. That's Dirk Schneider, who was the offending player. It's showing 2 on the clock.
2. That's surprising. It's not a 5.
It really, by the rules, it actually has to be if you consider this to be an injury. And I don't know how you can not consider it to be an injury. You know.
Emmer should ask.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's in USA Hockey. That's just the way the rules are written on almost every contact type penalty, whether it's a trip, an elbow, a boarding, any of those kinds of things. Somewhere in the rule it says, and they are having a little discussion here. Somewhere in the rules it says if this infraction causes an injury, then the infraction shall be a major to game misconduct. So they're not calling it that way, or at least it doesn't appear that they are.
Nope, they're not.
Jets will have a power play, though, in this tie game. We'll see what, if anything, they do with it here.
We need a power play. Go, God, we just can't win the face-off.
Yeah, they've done a good job with that. Fitch going back the other way had his pocket picked by Makowitz.
Yeah, but
now they send it down the ice. Yeah.
God, we haven't set it up yet today.
So. Yeah, I mean, I should be. I mean, again,
come on,
it's one of those things where, to be clear, I don't think Dirk Schneider was trying to, do that or anything like that. But again, it doesn't make any difference in the rules. It doesn't say if it was vicious. It just says if it causes an injury.
Set it up.
The only thing that it doesn't do is define what an injury is.
Right.
But I don't see how you could not call that an injury when they're helping the guy off the ice.
This is embarrassing.
Well, the Jets having a hard time setting up already. Almost a minute of the penalty has gone by. Lobaugh does gain the zone. Hedquist
lose it again
with some good effort, and you got to give it to him.
Well, I got to give
Ryan
Sioux
Hedquist.
City. Come on, we're not even close to setting it up.
Well, it was good effort.
Took somebody out. Put Brody Lee in.
Well, here is Lee with the puck. He gets through the red line and dumps it in.
Looks like he took
Patrick left it.
He took Ibis off.
And now the puck comes over the glass and out of play. So 41 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Jets have not really done much to
changing everybody up.
Take advantage of this.
What are they yelling about?
Some sort of discussion.
About what?
I have no idea.
Saying we shouldn't change, be able to change?
No, I think it was more along the lines of, face-off situation or something like that. Anyway, Hedquist couldn't get it out of the zone. Jets try and play it in front. Kaufman out of Lemke, who tried to bank it in off the goaltender. That either hit the side of the net or the shoulder of Patrick. Now here's Bloom across. Elam. Shot, that hit a stick and goes out of play. Yeah, I don't know, they're upset about something or another. Face off to the left of Patrick. Off the draw.
God damn it.
Metro's able to clear it the length of the ice. 15 seconds to go in the man advantage.
The problem is we can't win the faceoff. That's the problem.
They have done a good job with that.
Take it up, man.
Throughout the weekend. Penalty is over. Makowitz does dump it into the zone. So teams are at 5 aside. Dirk Schneider back out on the ice. Puck goes into the corner. Kaufman over there to try and work it free. Away from the play. Penny and Lemke have come together a couple of times. Back of the net.
Yeah, Lemke couldn't give it to him.
And it comes back out to Ignatjev. Ignatjev has shot. Oh, that almost hit Lemke and redirected, but it comes back to Makowitz. He'll try and send it, but that was blocked, and it goes into the Sioux City bench.
I hope they don't give them a penalty.
So did they, was it technically a kneeing call? Was that what they called?
I don't know.
I'm just looking. So they did actually change the verbiage in the rule. It used to say causes an injury. Now it says recklessly endangers as a result of kneeing.
Okay. And that's maybe why.
So yeah, that may be why. So give them credit. They weren't. It used to be that you were forced to call it
minor kneeing. Yep.
So yeah, it's normally a minor, but it's a major if they call it, if it's considered to be recklessly endangered. And I would agree with them that he was not. It was not a reckless endangerment.
Even Mike said it looked accidental.
Yeah, no, I agree. Sobanos with the puck. He played it right through the middle. Nobody there. Dirk Schneider able to knock it down. At this point, the more important thing is how is Jack Deaver. We need to pay attention to that. Shot him right through the middle. Sobanos with it. Boy, the Metro's dangerous here. Jets are doing a good job keeping them to the outside, though. And now Ibis able to play it into the zone. Eklund over there trying to work it free from Sobanos. Sobanos goes down. Fans wanted a call, didn't get one. Then Makowitz a shot, didn't get all of it. And Patrick will cover it up after he caught it for the faceoff. 5:19 to go in the third period. 2-2. So no, I was talking about, that I didn't know if they were gonna, go NHL style 3-on-3 overtime. Actually, if they changed any rules. Remember, for a long time we did the 4-on-4 thing.
Right. Emmer said the lead. No, yeah, I think it's still the same.
Yeah, and that hasn't changed.
No.
But I thought maybe they had talked about that.
I don't remember if they went to 3-on-3 or not. I don't know. They didn't change.
I don't think
whatever
so.
It was last year, it's the same. We didn't change anything.
I don't think. I don't think they changed it to 3-on-3 yet. They did in the adult league, in the men's league, but they haven't in the Metro and the Midwest league. There's a shot right on. Blocker save. Came loose in front. Another save by Pedersen. And Jets able to clear it out to center ice. Dirk Schneider back for it. Play it up left wing.
Mike said that Lee's back in the ice. It's Deaver that got hurt.
Yeah, it was Deaver who got hurt. Definitely haven't seen him.
He's not on the ice. He's got Kaufman out there right now.
I don't even know. Is he on the bench?
I don't know if he was sitting in the chair or not.
Yeah. Anyway, here's Makowitz with it. He'll send it across for Ignatjev.
Oh.
And that was poked away by Penny. Makowitz got it back out to center. Now he'll carry on with it straight away with the puck. Josh Makowitz into the near corner. Plays it across. Kaufman, a screenshot. They score! Thompson Krugel on the rebound. And the Jets get another lead. It is 3-2.
48-42-16.
That whole play was really set up by great effort from Josh Makowitz, who right here, he had knocked it away, then got it back, goes into the zone with it, got forced to the side. Eventually he'll play it in front. There's the one-timer from Kaufman. Patrick makes the save, but he gave up that rebound we were talking about there. And Krugel on the backhand was able to get it in past him to give the Jets their second lead of the season at 3-2 with just 4:24 left to go in regulation time. So off the face-off, puck, Metros do get it into the Jets' end.
Last time we scored, they got a goal basically
about a minute later.
Yeah.
Lee in his own zone. Plays it off the boards. That was kept in by Penny. Now back in the net, Goodwin. He'll ring it around near side, and Lee gets another chance. Oh, he tried to go toward the middle and got away with it as it got the puck back and got it ahead for Kaufman. There's Kaufman again in the middle of the ice. Their puck's still in the neutral zone, and that's sent by Graham into the Jets bench. And so this should be a center ice faceoff. And I believe the Jets are going to call timeout here with 3:45 left to go in regulation time.
I don't think so.
No, apparently not. He gave that signal. The linesman did, but either they changed their mind or he got it wrong in the first place. So it is a center ice face-off. Low ball line out
Mike
for
says,
the Jets.
You see Mike looks like a Sioux City power play coming. I'm like, yeah.
We'll see. We're just over 3.5 minutes left to go in regulation time. Sobanos will play it off a stick and into the Jets' end. After Ford is Bloom in the corner. There's 5-6 players over there. Metro's come away with it. Low ball, good defensive play to force him back of the net. Now Bloom back there ties his man up. That's Shirkus. Now it's Goodwin. Goodwin picks up the loose puck. He'll play it up the near side boards. Dirk Schneider kept it in. A shot and a save by Pedersen. He steers it to the sideboards. Bloom, who had lost his stick, got it back. And now along the end boards. 3 minutes left to go. Slew of players. I think there's a Jet player on top of the puck. Now it comes loose, and they're going to call a hand pass.
On Sioux City.
It has to be, because you're allowed to do hand passes in your own zone.
Right, yeah.
So this faceoff should come out to center ice with 2:52 left to go. Shots 29-24 for the Jets, and they lead it 3-2. Center ice face-off. Metros again try and get it into the zone. They do, just onside. Long shot. Hedquist goes wide of the mark. Dirk Schneider kept it in left point. Goes into the corner. Ignatieff. And then Kaufman plays it up the boards. And Lemke got it out to center ice. Or
that was actually Lee.
Yeah, that was Lee, excuse me. Now it's played up ahead. Hedquist couldn't catch the pass as Makowitz was on him. Dirk Schneider will gain the zone. Got it ahead for Fitch. He walks in front with it, a shot. And that went off the glove of Pedersen and wide of the net. Now here's Lee again. He lost it. They'll send it across for Dirk Schneider. He walks in, plays it. It goes off of the leg of Pedersen into the corner. Metros still have it, still dangerous. And then a nice step up by Makowitz to break that play up, clear the zone. He's made a couple of good plays here late in the third period. Set up the goal, but now back the other way is Hedquist. They're trying to work in. Left it for Fitch. He'll play it into the corner. And he back out Dolman. Long shot goes off the end boards, off the active boards in front, but Makowitz knocked it away, and then
it went off of Jets.
Yeah. Then it was Ibis, but he actually hit one of his teammates on the bench.
They got to make a change because of Makowitz. And what do they call it now? Hit the referee.
Did it hit the ref?
Yeah. Jesus.
I don't know. There's some discussion going on right now. Minute 39 left to go in regulation time.
You're saying it went off one of our players. It did.
I thought it did. I thought it might have.
No, it went off the big guy. They're adamant. Our bench is adamant. Well, we can look at the replay.
But even if it did go off of one of our guys, it's still, either way, it's still. I mean,
well, if it was official, the play keeps going.
Yeah, the play should have kept going. But you can't. The thing about that is why argue? Why argue about that now?
Well, but whereas the faceoff, it should be center ice. If it went off him, not here.
Well, actually, it would technically be allowed, and they are going to do it in the neutral zone.
Right.
And that's again, it's they already, if they shouldn't have blown it dead and they did, they still did. So it's they can't start the play back up. So
well, it's like a mini timeout when the Jets too.
Well, and I don't know if this is considered a Sioux City or Jets timeout here.
No, I'm saying it's like the arguments are like if somebody called timeout. All right, let's see.
I assume it was Sioux City.
Patrick is still in.
Yeah, still in the net with 1:39 left to go, but I can't imagine that's going to last forever.
No, absolutely not.
More than because of the neutralized face-off, they're probably going to wait for the Metros to dump it in and then get them off the ice.
Yeah.
They may wait till they get possession in the zone. I don't know. They have certainly stacked up their lines. Dolman out there with Hedquist and Fitch.
But that gave time for Makowitz to rest a little bit.
Yeah. And the Jets do gain possession of the puck, so it's probably a good thing they didn't pull Patrick quite yet. Less than a minute and a half left to go. Hedquist, and he lost it. Kaufman plays it in front, shot, and that one hit traffic. It was Brody Lee's shot. Never got through. Hedquist again. Then stepping up is Lemke. Bit of a high hit on Hedquist.
Yeah, he could have. That's something the Sioux City usually gets a penalty for.
Hedquist
we'll take those penalties.
He'll work it into the zone. Not deep, though. Patrick does not seem to be in any hurry to get off the ice right now. Clock ticking with 1 minute left to go in regulation time. Now comes in front. Long shot goes wide. It pops out in front. Side of the net comes in. Fitch's shot. That hit traffic, never got through. Patrick staying in net. Penny a long shot. And that pops up in the air. Ends up in the slot area. The Jets take over. And we got a whistle.
What are they calling?
Unless it's a penalty. I don't know what they possibly might be calling.
His helmet came off.
Oh, okay.
But it's still got to come out in the zone.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. The faceoff has to go to center ice with 44.3 seconds.
I can't believe they didn't pull Patrick yet.
It doesn't look like they're going to. That seems to be they're not. They don't seem to be. I mean, if they were going to, they would have done it by now.
He thinks he can win it with his 5 guys he's got out there.
And for whatever reason, they don't want to give up the
empty netter.
Yeah. Apparently.
Oh. He's making it come off?
Because his helmet came off. That's why he's going out. So so neutralized face-off after his helmet came off, and he also has to leave the ice at least till the puck drops. I'm a little surprised they're not putting the guy who's going to come on for right next to him on the bench.
Right.
But apparently they're going to leave Graham in the game, I would imagine.
Emmer's calling time on that.
Yeah. Boy, he actually did the Sioux City team a favor by doing that, because they'll be able to put Hedquist back on the ice now.
I think he's more concerned about getting his kids rest. Because I think he wants to go back with, obviously, Anacha and Makowitz on D. Forward, he took Eklund off and had Kaufman, Ibis, and Loba. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes with, Kaufman, Ibis, and Loba. Not Loba, Lemke.
Lemke? Yeah. I don't know. Right now, it's still Loba on the ice.
Right, yeah.
And I don't know which one of them is planning on.
Too, so.
He may be planning on using Landon for the draw, or he may just want to have 2 centers out there in case one of them gets tossed.
Right.
Hard to say.
Well, Kaufman's out there because of the energy he provides.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Plus, I mean, again, this is sort of time where you would be using guys that you tend to use for penalty killing and things like that.
Right.
And we certainly use Ibis for that.
Yeah.
And Kaufman and Loba.
Right. Okay. No, he's got Goody out there instead of Biggie. Okay, I like that. He's got his speed defense guys out there.
So Makowitz and Goodwin. Loba is going to take this draw. Signal. Cable.
All sides. And again, he shot after the whistle.
Cable.
Oh. He shot after the whistle.
Yeah.
But you didn't see it because you were yelling, Cable.
Well, yeah, because our
There he goes.
Yeah.
There we go. That damn cable. Fix that, will you? Make it tighter.
Loba this time was able to get the draw, and then it goes out of play.
Oh. Come on. Clock was good.
34.3 seconds showing on the clock.
They're gonna tell him to hold it for a couple seconds.
They may reset it.
Or they'll reset it. Oh. Now they got 3.6.
We'd like that. They must be told him to set it to 36 seconds.
Right.
36.3.
Okay. All right. I'm glad he was looking up at that.
Like, could you imagine if they dropped the puck and then the buzzer sounded?
Right. Yeah, game's over.
Okay, face-off in the neutral zone, and it is taken out by Ibis. He'll go for a skate. 30 seconds left to go. Ibis plays it up ahead for Makowitz. Oh, he fumbled it, lost it. Dirk Schneider, he'll work it into the zone. Oh, it comes off his stick, goes toward the side of the net. Now back of the net. 20 seconds left to go. Now Patrick goes to the net. It goes to the board. There's a shot saved by Pedersen. Rebound, he got that as well. Goes behind the net. 6 attackers out for the Metros. And a long shot, Penny, that was blocked. Low ball will take it to the sideboards. 4 seconds left. They're trying to work it free. Fitch over there. And that's going to do it.
All right.
The Kansas City Jets have come away with their first victory of the season. They win it 3-2 over the Sioux City Metros. Exciting game, a bit of a roller coaster. The Jets were trailing it at 1-0. Came back to tie it and then eventually take the lead at 2-1. Gave up the lead 2-2 and then win it 3-2 in regulation time. So that was a big deal that they not only won the game, but they also kept the Metros from being able to get a point as they won it in regulation time.
Patrick doesn't give up many rebounds, and the one he did, we buried. So it was awesome on our part.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, very good game by the Jets. Even the JVs played a good game, even though it lost. So
they did, or they certainly played a lot better.
Like I said, Joe, if these two teams met in the final or in the semifinal in the tournament next year based on bracket seeding, I wouldn't be surprised.
So here's the play of the game. It's our game winner. Makowitz was able to knock it away and then eventually gets his own puck back here. Now he'll get forced into the side. And then he's going to give it to Kaufman. We'll pull it in a little bit. So Kaufman's going to take this shot here. And it's a bit of a screenshot, too, because, look, he's got 2 Metros.
Yeah, he made a nice save on it.
And he made a good save on it, but fortunately for the Jets, you have
Krugel.
Thompson Krugel moving toward the net, and he gets the backhand on it, was able to just, and you know what, not only did he get a backhand on it, he actually lifted it, because if you look here, you can see that he's got his glove up.
Yeah.
Patrick does have his glove up, but he got it past him and lifted off the ice. So that was a terrific goal by the Jets to finish off the game and get themselves their first win of the season, 3-2 the final over the Sioux City Metros. So we appreciate you joining us this weekend here on Kansas City Jets Hockey. Hopefully you enjoyed the weekend's broadcast. I know Gary's got to get himself out so he can hit the road and watch the Chiefs play.
Yep.
And just what time is it? It's 2 o'clock, so you got plenty of time.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's pretty. It's a pretty impressive comeback after dropping yesterday. And they were able to come away with a victory today, 3-2 the final score. At home next week, the home opener in Curry Arena against the Quad City Blues. Hopefully you'll join us. What's the time on the JV game on Saturday?
3:10.
3:10. All righty. Next broadcast in 2 weeks. As what are we, Mason City?
Mason City, yeah.
Yeah, we're off to Mason City in a couple of weeks. All right, so for Gary Scavona, I'm Joel Becker. This is Kansas City Jets Hockey here on the Jets Hockey Network.
Okay, what happened to your passing? You gotta support the puck. Do I have to tell you this? And we're getting killed on the boards. This is your territory, Grimson. Do your job.
Grimson.
Hello? Hi, honey. What? Now? All right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart. Hey, it's my girl. You know, my daughter.
Love. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.